Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. I have the double deck on the table, so you know we're asking a serious question. I'm asking, why is King Charles not doing anything about these goofy quasi royal tours invited by governments and whatnot of these two numpties? Like, seriously, he can put a stop to it. He can he can start the whispers to take away their titles. um I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like they do nothing, and they allow these governments to in these left-wing hellholes to invite them to come and be royal, treat them like royalty. Like, enough. And it has nothing to do with anything that royals do. It's the Megan show. It's the Megan show. And I'm just going to ask, this is a very serious question. So I'm going to do the past, present, future, and see if why he hasn't in the past, what he's thinking about in the present. I know he's got a lot on his mind. I know it's summertime, but why didn't he handle this when they got back from Nigeria? Especially because Nigeria was a Commonwealth country and they had no business going there because the king hasn't been there. All the other royals are following protocol, working or non. No, I can't say that. I think Mike and Zara have been to Australia and he hasn't been there yet. I still think his Australia tour is going to be canceled. It's already scaled back once. Okay, so we're going to do past, present, future, 5 cards on each. Why is he not stepping in and trying to do something? Maybe there's nothing they can do. Maybe there's nothing they can do. You know, they're free to go wherever they want. But you know what? If they didn't have their titles, would they be invited? That's my big question. Wow, that was an interesting cut. Look at these ones want to be heard first. Working, there they are, working. The 8 of Pentacles upright, mastering something, and 9 of Wands in reverse. They're very embattled with this. Oh, we have an Ace of Swords. We're going to hear some kind of truth about this soon. From the Emperor. No. This is King of Wands. King of Wands. This is the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles. I think we are going to hear something very, very soon. We're definitely with this sword. We got a king. So we've got the King of Wands and the Empress is up here. This actually could be, they could be looking at the Sandringham agreement or whatever that was called that the Queen set up. Because here we have the 10 of Pentacles. So they are not in agreement with what they had when they are, yes, part of the family, but they cannot be working royals. So this King of Wands could be the palace itself, somebody, a courtier, or sometimes the King of Wands can be a lawyer. It's definitely somebody on the upper ranks. We have the lion there for the royal family. The Empress, would be the Queen's wishes. And the family wishes, the agreement that she had might have something to, maybe they could do something with the inheritance. But they're definitely embattled by it with this, and they're embarrassed. 9 of Wands in reverse is embarrassment, that you can't complete the project, that things aren't, you said you're going to do something and you don't, or you just, sometimes it's secondhand embarrassment as well. You're asking someone to do something and they aren't, and they aren't, and they aren't. Secondhand embarrassment is like when your neighbor's yard is a pile of weeds and then you're embarrassed. That's secondhand embarrassment because you think it makes your yard look bad. And so you're embarrassed for them. When you have company over, you're embarrassed for them that your company sees it, and you're embarrassed for you that you have to tolerate that. So we got something there. I'm they're working on cutting something out. I'm wondering if it's the gifts the queen gave them, their titles. Wonder if this is, usually a politician is King of Swords, but this could be a lord, right? Not necessarily a, a politician per se. Do you know what I mean? I think they are working on the gifts that the queen gave them. I think they're working on that. But let's read the cards. Okay, so that was interesting. So we read those. We're going to put them away. Now, wow, there it is. The devil. Devil in the past. The Tower in the present. They've just got too much going on. And the Ten of Wands, the burden in the future. The devil. They just can't shake this devil. The Temperance card in the past. So they've tried to work with this devil. Also, devil is Cancer, and here's Temperance is medicine. So in the past, so maybe it's like, I'm trying to get well. I just don't have time to deal with this right now. Present, I think he's feeling there's nothing he can do. There's absolutely nothing he can do. This Tower moment is happening, and he's feeling like there's like, what do you want me to do? That's what I'm hearing. And in the future, I think in the future, they're going to look at their options here with this Two of Pentacles upright. The Lovers in reverse. Yeah, look at that. So this Temperance to me is telling me they have tried to deal with these two jackasses. And the Devil and the Lovers are mirror cards. So this tells me exactly they have done their best to deal with these, and they've been dealing fair with them and trying to create peace with them somehow. The summit, that was at Sandringham Summit. So they have been trying their best to deal with peacefully, trying their best without creating any wars. This is the past, remember? So the present. Look at that. Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords. For sure. That's why I love this double deck when that happens. They're like, our hands are tied. What do you want us to do? King Charles is like, what do you want me to do? What exactly do you want me to do? I can't do anything about it. Almost I'm getting, he doesn't even want to look at what some of the options are. I'm tired. I've got other things on my mind. What exactly do you want me to do? I can't take their titles. I can whisper in ears. We can maybe get some things going, but I cannot take their titles that my mother gave to them. I can only maybe stop them from going to Commonwealth countries and meeting with government officials. But what do you want me to do? Twice on top. Oh, here, I like the future card here. Six of Swords upright. They're going to maybe come to some kind of agreement and have this move on. I'm almost getting like, what would you do? What would you do? Like, I think they feel like they've run out of options here. Nine of Wands in reverse again. They're just like, what do you want us to do? We are embattled. We are sick of dealing with these two losers. Like, everything we request is ignored. Everything we ask them to do is ignored. They have a Sandringham Summit that was bringing some peace, and it was ignored. What in the hell do you want us to do? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Well, we have read that they've absolutely shut down all communications. This is the present. In the present, I think they've given up. With these two Eight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, I think they've just given up. They've thrown up their hands and went, we've done all we can do. There's nothing more we can do. And we're sailing on and doing our own thing, and they're not going to stop them. We've tried to stop them before, and that was unsuccessful. So why would we put more effort into stopping them? So that's why the king's not doing anything. He doesn't know what to do, and he's given up trying things to do. What's the future here? Wow. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, I'm wondering if in the future, I'm thinking like, right, that can't be Queen Elizabeth because this is the future line. She's not in the future. The only other Queen of Pentacles in the future is Catherine. And is Catherine going to put down her foot? Is she going to be the mean queen and put down her foot somehow? Maybe it's like when Catherine becomes queen, all bets are off. Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you know what? It's like everything we tried to do with them was ignored, was returned to sender. Look at this line. Like, this is the past that we just are done. Look at that. The clock agrees with me. The present. Look at Six of Wands in reverse. There's nothing to be gained by stopping them. There's nothing to be gained. The Tower here is in reverse. It's like the Tower here in reverse is let them crumble. They're going to be on it. You know what I just heard? When you roll in the pigs with mud, you both get dirty. With this Six of Wands here in reverse. Yeah, and I'm getting like anything we try won't be successful. Why? It's like talking to a brick wall. And it almost seems like when you mention something, it eggs them on to try it. You know, we've tried peace treaties. We've tried inviting them to this, inviting them to that, trying to blend their life in California with their life in the UK. And we're done. We're done. There's really nothing more to be said. This is the present. Let's see what's going to happen in the future. Temperance in reverse. I think they're going to reverse some of these peace treaties. Now that's blue boobies. I don't know if YouTube will have a nut about that, but we'll cover them up just in case. Temperance in reverse. So interesting. We start with the devil. We end with the devil. We start with the angel and it turns to the devil. And also, here with, okay, so I said in the future, this can't be Queen Elizabeth because she's not in the future. I'm going to back that up. I'm going to walk that back. I think with this temperance in reverse, they're going to reverse some of the things that Queen Elizabeth did, like gifting them those titles. And maybe some of the things in the Sandringham Summit. They're going to completely clear them up. What's the underlying here? The Empress. Yeah, I was right. It is the deal. It's the gifts and whatnot that Queen Elizabeth has set up. And that might be why they don't want to do anything right now, is because that would make Queen Elizabeth kind of look bad. Queen Elizabeth gave them these gifts and now they're returning them. They're like, not returning, they're taking them back. And maybe Charles just doesn't want to seem like that. Maybe he feels, and I believe there was a quote or something that one of the royals said he won't do that because that will seem petty. I think in the future, though, they are thinking about it. These two are a burden, and I think the titles are on the table, and they're thinking that if the titles are taken away, that will calm those traveling waters. With this temperance in reverse on the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Empress underlying here. It has everything to do with what the Queen set up for them. Everything to do with that. The titles, the Sandringham Summit, maybe an inheritance. Stephen could be the queen mother. The empress is the queen mother or king mother. Even could be the inheritance that Harry's getting. They just know it's just, sorry, I just keep getting that. What do you want me to do? Please just tell me. Because trust me, we have tried. They've possibly have tried 7 things. And now they're in the royal family for 7 years. Meghan has been there for 7 years now. And it's been nothing but hell since she showed up with this 6 of Wands in reverse. It's been tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. Like, where are their wins? Where are their wins? Stress after stress after stress, trying and trying and trying, and we aren't getting anywhere. So, truck it. So yeah, so I think in some respects they're honoring their mother. And here's the King of Wands again, the King of Wands and the Empress that showed up in those cards that landed there. Oh yeah, now we're back to those cards. That's right. That's right. These are the ones that were on the bottom. That's right. So I think we are going to get, that's interesting. The Empress showed up first because when I gathered them, right, she was over here in the reading. So I think that the truth will eventually come out. The truth will eventually come out about those two. They'll be victorious over them at some point. At some point, they will will snap the crown off their heads. At some point, they will. Some point, they will grab those titles and take them back. At some point, but that's in the future. Let's see if the cards will tell us. And as I've mentioned before, timing with the tarot is not the easiest. But let's see if we get a, how far in the future is this? How far in the future is this? Pentacles is years. Cups are months. Fire is days, and air, sword, nope. Anyways, see, it's terrible. Let me just see what the card says. Let me just see if the card has a number on it and see if we can guess. Okay, how long in the future is this before when the titles are taken? 3 years. Wouldn't be 3 days, it wouldn't be 3 months, and it wouldn't be 3 weeks. So I'm thinking when there's another celebration, a coronation, perhaps, 3 years. I'm thinking the next time there's a big celebration, I'm thinking 3 years. 3 years. That makes sense, because I think when William's on the throne, we've got a different story altogether. All right, well, what do you think? Do you think the king is kind of given up and he's like, I got other things to worry about right now. Let those 2 idiots do what they want. I'm done with them. And I think he's going to leave it for William to clean up. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.